If you're not careful and no clip out of reality in wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but emptiness and million square miles of randomly segmented, empty rooms to be trapped in. Scary even to imagine, right? And the native to this backrooms are a wide variety of beings. Some are friendly, some intelligent, and some are mindless, hungry beasts. I'm going to tell you about a few of those entities today. The first one is dullers. Dullers are strange creatures, generally found in the lower levels of the backrooms. They appear dark gray and humanoid, but they lack several prominent features, such as a face or ears. They usually run away from anything that gets close, but be aware that these entities do seem to be hostile. The entity hunts by being in a hall and having a victim in a hall on the other side of a wall. The duller will then no-clip its arm through the wall, capturing the prey on the other side, and then drag them into their hall. If you notice a duller without their hunting tactic, they'll silently run away. It's unknown what they do to you once captured. Deathmoths. These are giant moths that inhabit the backrooms. While the male deathmoths are mostly harmless and possibly even tameable, the female moths are several times larger, can spit acid, and are entirely hostile. Deathmoths are attracted to light, so if you hear the fluttering of wings nearby, make sure to put any light source out. Smaller deathmoths inhabit level 2, level 3, and level 5, but the larger and more dangerous ones only appear in level 5, where their hive is centralized and where the king and queen are. They have completely taken over the level and are the only things there, besides the mysterious beast. Deathmoths vary in hostility and biology depending on the level they're found in. The hive, considered the source of the deathmoths, is where they are the deadliest and most aggressive. When you see a deathmoth, avoid contact and do not act aggressive. Slowly get away from there. Clumps. These are strange, dangerous bundles of limbs, capable of tremendous speed and incredible agility. Their preferred habitat, in a majority of levels, are spaces which are tight in comparison to their size, with the largest recorded specimens being about 3 feet. Though this makes them difficult to spot, clumps may still be seen in levels 2 and level 3. Clumps seem to be in a constant state of hunger, roaming levels in search of prey. When prey is found, clumps will make their way towards it. When within 8 feet, clumps will then stretch out their longest limb in an attempt to capture it, bringing the prey towards their center and open a mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth to eat them. However, for unknown reasons, not many are known to attack right away. As clumps consist of a multitude of limbs, all varying in length and muscular structure, this unusual structure affects the way clumps run. They tend to swipe at the floor in order to move. When you spot a clump, stay silent in its presence and keep at least 8 feet distance away from it. Plague goblins. They're named after their superficial resemblance to medieval plague doctors, are cat-sized, semi-bipedal entities that resemble a cross between a bird and a mammal. Females are generally larger than males, but are visually identical. Soft, black, insulating fur-like feathers cover the entity's body. They are opportunistic, pack-based foragers that while usually timid and inoffensive, can be a major nuisance for explorers, especially those who travel alone. Plague goblins' behaviors vary depending on their environment, but naturally they're cautious yet opportunistic creatures, scavenging on whatever they find lying about from food, scraps of wood and metal, supplies, sometimes even bones and body parts of deceased explorers and entities. These are stashed away in the plague goblin's cloak and seemingly disappear without a trace, regardless of the size and weight of the said object. Once areas have been cleared, they move on in search of new foraging locations. Alone, plague goblin will usually flee at the sight of humans or entities, but when in a group, they try and steal from unsuspecting explorers when given the chance. Next is crawlers. Crawlers are the collective name for all those affected by a certain, somewhat anomalous species of fungus. The fungus's growth is extremely aggressive, and the infection is present in abundance on many levels. Therefore, this makes crawlers an extremely active threat in the backrooms. The crawler fungus can only spread to humans through liquid and thrives in warm, dark, and damp places. It can only spread by contact to small animals or insects that are affected by it. Once these animals or insects reach stage 4 of the infection, they'll become extremely aggressive and will attempt to spread the fungus through any means necessary. Once humans are infected, they will progress from stage 1 to stage 5 at around 12 minutes following initial infection. This time period is extraordinarily short for complete infection. There's no known cure to the crawler infection. Not much is known about the biological structure of the crawler fungus. However, they are assumed to be able to increase and decrease temperature around them at will. Then come the Wretches. Wretches are a human-like entity, often described as acting undead or zombie-like. They have reddish-brown skin that's dry and flaky, covered in holes and pustules, secreting a thick red-brown substance. Wretches are often skeletal in appearance. Once human, these entities were transformed via a poorly understood process. The process of transformation into a wretch appears to be related to hunger, thirst, and lack of sleep. Isolation is thought to accelerate the process, judging by the high concentration of wretches in unexplored or dangerous areas. The process of transformation into a wretch is commonly referred to as the wretched cycle among wanderers, and cannot be reversed by normal means. Wretches are common throughout the backrooms, residing in the shadows wherever humans gather due to their nature. If you encounter them once, their appearance will be more and more like a shadow. They'll start following you in the backrooms. And that's all for today. Comment below which is your favorite in the backrooms. And please subscribe to my channel, guys, so that you never miss a single episode. See you in my next episode. Till then, bye.